I stared at my bank account. Zero. $47,000. Gone. I bought a BMW, my sister said. You weren't using it anyway. My parents stood behind her. They always did. Family helps family, my mother said. Stop being selfish. 7 years of saving. Every double shift. Every missed birthday. Every cheap meal. Gone in one afternoon while I was at work. How much proof would it take to show my parents who their golden child really was? I had every receipt, every text, every forged signature. But they didn't know that yet. Where are you watching from? Drop the time below. If this hits close to home, that like button understands. My name is Jordan. This is how I lost everything and got it all back. But first, you need to understand why they always chose her. I started working at 16. 3 jobs. Grocery store, tutoring, weekend cleaning. Sarah got a new car for her birthday that same year. My parents paid for her college, her apartments, her 3 failed businesses. Sarah needs support, they'd say. You're the strong one. I went to community college at night, paid my own way, lived in my car for 6 months when they gave my room to Sarah's boyfriend. I learned to document everything when I was 14. Sarah stole $200 from my drawer and blamed me. My parents grounded me for lying until I showed them the ATM footage. Why would you record your own sister? My mother asked. That's when I started keeping receipts. Every text, every email, every bank statement. 7 years of proof in labeled folders. The house fund started as a joint account for Grandma's medical bills. Sarah was supposed to contribute. She never did. I'll take my name off when Grandma's better, she promised. Grandma passed 3 years ago. Sarah kept forgetting to remove herself. I kept saving. $47,000. Every penny earned with my hands. You're obsessed with money, my father said last Christmas. Sarah has the right priorities. Family. I thought keeping her name on the account was safe. She was family after all. I was wrong. The call came during my lunch break. Don't freak out, Sarah said. Those 3 words made my stomach drop. I made an investment. A business vehicle. The BMW is for my new real estate career. What BMW? The one I bought this morning. With the house fund. The sandwich fell from my hand. That's my down payment. For my house. You can save more. I needed it now. Besides, Mom and Dad agree. My phone buzzed. Mom calling. Your sister told us everything, she said. Stop being dramatic. She stole $47,000. She borrowed it. Family shares resources. When is she paying it back? Silence. You make good money. My father's voice came through. Sarah's been through a divorce. She deserves something nice. With my money? Our family's money. You live like a hermit anyway. What do you need a house for? I hung up. Sarah texted immediately. Don't make this weird. I'll pay you back eventually. Then another. Mom says if you call the police, you're out of the family. Then one more. The car looks amazing, by the way. Metallic blue, fully loaded. My hands shook as I walked back to work. 3 hours later, my mother sent her ultimatum. Choose. Your sister or your selfishness. You have 1 week. The bank manager shook his head. She was an authorized user. It's not illegal. But it was my money. Prove it. Every deposit could be seen as joint contribution. I have pay stubs. It's a civil matter. You'll need a lawyer. My phone rang. The real estate agent. I'm sorry, Jordan. The sellers accepted another offer. You missed the financing deadline. It's done. The house sold this morning. I sat in my car for an hour. 7 years for nothing. When I got home, to my parents' house where I rented the basement, the locks were changed. My father stood at the door with a box. Your things. You can come back when you apologize to Sarah. She stole from me. She's family. You're acting like a victim. I slept in the office break room for 3 nights. My coworker found me on the 4th morning. Jordan, what's going on? I couldn't answer. What would I say? My family chose my sister's BMW over my future? Then I remembered something. The text Sarah sent me 2 weeks ago. I pulled out my phone and scrolled back. There it was. 2 weeks earlier, Tuesday, 10:43 p.m. Sarah, can you add more to the house fund this month? Me, why? Sarah, just checking it's growing. I promise I won't touch your house money. I know how hard you worked. Me, it's at $47,000 now. Sarah, wow. Don't worry, I'd never take it. Then the next morning, Wednesday, 6:15 a.m., Sarah. Had to sign something at the bank for Grandma's old account. Might have forged your signature to save time. You would have signed anyway, right? I screenshotted everything. Uploaded to 3 cloud services. She admitted it. In writing. The money was mine. She knew it. She promised not to touch it. And she forged my signature. I drove to the bank. Different branch. Different manager. I need all withdrawal records for the past week. The papers showed everything. 3 withdrawals. All in person. All with my signature. But the timestamps told the real story. Every withdrawal happened while I was clocked in at work. GPS verified. Camera recorded. Can you print the signature cards? The manager hesitated, then printed them. Sarah's forgery was obvious. She didn't even try to match my writing. That was just the beginning. I started checking everything. Sarah's Facebook post went viral in our family circle. Pray for our family. My sibling is having a mental health crisis. Attacking me over imaginary debts. I'm scared. 200 reactions. 50 comments. All supporting her. My aunt called. Get help, Jordan. Sarah's terrified. My uncle texted, disgusting behavior. Sarah's been through enough. Then my parents escalated. If you pursue legal action, my mother's voicemail said, we'll contest Grandma's will. You'll get nothing. Grandma's trust. I'd forgotten. It paid out in 6 months. The next morning, a process server found me at work. Jordan Martinez? Yes? You're being served. Restraining order hearing in 72 hours. Sarah claimed I was harassing her, threatening her, stalking her. All lies. I hadn't contacted her once since the theft. That afternoon, my boss called me in. We received a complaint, anonymous, says you're unstable, living in the office. I can explain. Take the week off, paid, sort this out. I sat in my car scrolling through my credit report app. Then I saw it. A new auto loan. $65,000. Opened 3 days ago. In my name. My social security number. My employment information. My income. But not my signature. 72 hours until the hearing. That's when I found the loan documents. The loan officer emailed me back within an hour. Your sister said you were too busy to come in person. She had your documentation. Attached were the files. Everything. The application showed my income, my employer, my social security number. But the signature page made my blood run cold. She'd signed my name. Right there. In front of a notary. Can you send the security footage from signing day? That requires a subpoena. What if I file a police report for identity theft? Silence. Give me an hour. The footage came through. Crystal clear. Sarah alone in the office. Signing my name. Smiling. I pulled my credit report again. Full version this time. 3 more accounts. Credit cards. All maxed out. $12,000 in 3 days. All opened online using my information. The forensic document examiner cost me $500. Money I borrowed from my coworker. His report was 1 page. Signatures are forgeries. Confidence level, 99%. I had her. Federal crime. Identity theft. Wire fraud. Bank fraud. 5 to 7 years in prison. Minimum. But I needed to know why. Why now? Why this much? The answer came from an unexpected source. Sarah's ex-husband called me at midnight. I heard about the restraining order. She's lying. I know. You don't know everything. Check your email. The divorce documents were all there. Sealed records he wasn't supposed to have. Page 47 stopped me cold. Defendant owes $200,000 in undisclosed debts. The list was staggering. $50,000 to casino markers. $150,000 to private lenders. Interest rate, 50% annually. Sarah owed dangerous people, the kind who don't take IOUs. Your parents mortgaged their house last year, her ex continued, to pay her first round of debts. What? They're broke, Jordan. The house is all they have left. Then he said the words that changed everything. Grandma's trust pays out in 6 months. $2 million. Split 3 ways. Unless a beneficiary has a felony conviction. Then their share gets redistributed. I read the trust document he sent. Clause 7.3. Felony conviction forfeits all beneficiary rights. Sarah needed money now, but she also needed me gone before the trust paid out. The restraining order. The mental health claims. She was building a case to contest my share. Now I knew exactly what to do. And it wasn't what they expected. I didn't go to the police, not yet. First, I froze my credit. Every bureau, every account. Then I hired an attorney. Not for the restraining order. For fraud recovery, we can file civil charges immediately, she said. Not yet. I need everything to happen at once. I contacted the FBI's Financial Crimes Unit. Interstate wire fraud. Federal jurisdiction. The agent took my statement over 3 hours. This is extensive fraud. We'll need to move quickly. Can you wait until Thursday? The restraining order hearing? He understood immediately. You want witnesses. I want my parents to see the truth. I filed disputes for every fraudulent account, submitted the forensic report, the security footage, the text admissions. Then I prepared 3 envelopes. One for the judge, one for my parents, one for Sarah. Each contained the same thing. Every receipt, every proof, every federal statute violated. The hearing was Thursday at 2 p.m., courtroom 12. I sat in my car outside the courthouse, 3 envelopes in my hand. Sarah would be there. My parents would be there. Extended family would be there. They all came to support her, to watch her get a restraining order against unstable me. The hearing was in 2 hours. Everyone would be there. Courtroom 12 was packed. Sarah sat with my parents, 8 relatives behind them. Sarah spoke first, tears on command. I'm terrified of my sibling. These harassment claims about money are delusional. The judge turned to me. Your response? I stood, handed the judge envelope 1. Your Honor, this is evidence of identity theft and fraud. The room shifted. My attorney stood next. We have bank surveillance footage, forensic signature analysis, text message admissions. The judge opened the envelope. His eyes widened. Ms. Sarah Martinez, did you sign your sibling's name on loan documents? That's not, they're lying. The door opened. FBI agent Thompson walked in. Sarah Martinez, you're under arrest for federal wire fraud and identity theft. My mother screamed. This is a mistake. Agent Thompson continued reading. You have the right to remain silent. Jordan, stop this. My father yelled. I handed them envelope 2. Read it. Every crime she committed, every dollar she stole, every lie she told. The judge spoke over the chaos. The restraining order is dismissed. I'm granting an emergency judgment for the plaintiff. $65,000 in fraudulent loans, $12,000 in credit cards, $47,000 stolen, full restitution ordered. Sarah was handcuffed, still crying, still claiming innocence. Through the courtroom window, we watched the best part. A tow truck backed up to Sarah's BMW. The repo man worked fast. No, Sarah screamed. That's my car. Not anymore, the agent said. My extended family sat frozen, silent. They'd come to watch me get humiliated. Instead, they saw the truth. The bailiff announced the verdict once more. Guilty on all charges. 5 to 7 years federal prison. Sarah served 18 months. Released to a halfway house for good behavior. My parents lost their house paying her restitution and legal fees. They moved to a 1-bedroom apartment. They never apologized, but they stopped calling me selfish. I received full restitution, $127,000 after damages. I bought the house. Not the first one, a better one. All cash, no co-signers needed. 6 months later, Grandma's trust paid out. Sarah's felony conviction meant her share was redistributed. I received $1.3 million. I didn't keep it all. I founded the Second Chance Scholarship for young adults estranged from their families. Kids who were scapegoats, who saved every receipt because no one believed them. We've funded 43 students so far. I paid for Sarah's therapy in prison. She needed help, not just punishment. 2 years later, she wrote me a letter. I understand now. What I took from you, who I became. Thank you for the therapy. I'm respecting your boundaries. We haven't spoken since. That's okay. My parents still blame me for destroying the family, but I didn't destroy anything. I revealed what was already broken. Boundaries aren't revenge. They're self-respect. Family isn't about blood. It's about respect, trust, truth. The receipts saved me, not just financially. They proved I wasn't crazy. I wasn't selfish. I wasn't wrong. Sometimes the best family you can have is the one you choose. Have you ever had to choose between family and your future? What boundary would you set? Share your story below. Your voice matters. And if someone needs to hear this, someone keeping receipts in silence, share this video. You never know who needs permission to protect themselves. Subscribe for more stories of truth winning over manipulation. This is a fictionalized dramatization, not legal or financial advice.